We are extraordinary lovers, aren't we?
We are.
And what does that mean, being an extraordinary lover? It means that we don't fight. We think fighting is ordinary.
Yes.
We don't fight.
No.
Okay. The other thing is couples are an endangered species. We also believe that seduction is team sport. And we also believe that partners should create oxytocin in each other for no reason except to create oxytocin and have their partner feel the love feeling.
Truly a love endeavor. We do all those things on purpose.
And we are not endangered.
No.
We wake up every day happy with each other.
It's fun.
We are extraordinary lovers.
I'm Michael Gibson.
And I'm Laurie Handlers.
One of the things that we find is that when you're in a couple for a very long time, you run into something called familiarity. And familiarity breeds contempt.
According to Shakespeare.
It's a real thing, yeah.
Other things we've seen, impatience and resentment. We've seen couples, sometimes they don't even know they're doing it. Other things that are problems or pain points with couples, taking each other for granted, not knowing what each other's love languages are.
Or what turns them on, what turns you on.
Yeah, basically we show couples how to be joyous, madly in love, how to ask for what they want and need, and how to actually touch. We learned algebra, we learned geometry, we learned language skills, but we didn't learn anything about these precious bodies that we have, and we also didn't learn how to communicate the hard things with each other. Our retreats are not limited to couples. We welcome singles, single women, and single men. So
we call it extraordinary lovers instead of extraordinary couples for that reason, because oftentimes it's not just someone who's in a relationship right now that's looking to be rescued, but it's someone who's been in multiple relationships who's found that it's been very difficult to actually find someone for them that's going to be, it's going to have some longevity attached to it. We've noticed that for women specifically, there are some challenges. And these are some of the things that we address in the Extraordinary Lovers retreats and our experiences. First of all, she's probably done a lot of relationships and found that there was something. There's a red flag that showed up somewhere.
Oh, but she ignored it.
This is a woman who has invested time and money.
She's also invested time and money into training. She's also invested time and money into her beauty. She's invested a lot of time and money into finding someone that she's compatible with. Other challenges that women find when they're single are, one, they can't find men who are masculine enough for them.
You may want to go where you're actually going to find your kind of people.
Go to the places where it's likely that the people that you're going to meet are going to be of the values that you're of, whether that's workshops like this one, Extraordinary Lovers, or whether it's some other one that has the population that you're looking for.
And it's a struggle, and we recognize that. And a lot of what we're going to be teaching in our upcoming retreat will be about how to actually vet your partner, how to come to those conversations powerfully, and then how to ask for what it is that you want in a relationship. What is it going to look like?
To say it, to actually risk saying it. Really good.
One of the struggles men have is coming to a woman and meeting them or being met by a powerfully masculine man. There are a couple of things that men are missing. First of all, there is no current social, cultural structure for having men advance into manhood, to go from a boy, child boy, to teenager to man. That doesn't exist truly in our culture. One of the things that we notice that men have struggled with, and this has to do with their ability to access that masculine, is to lead a conversation, to lead women in conversations, especially about relationship, what's expected, what agreements are, how to set those agreements, and how to discover more about what this woman really is looking for in a relationship.
So you're talking about leading, like leading in a dance.
Exactly.
Like the tango,
Like
or
the tango.
the jitterbug or salsa. So men don't learn how to communicate or lead in conversations. It's a skill, and we teach that skill. They also don't learn presence, like they're easily distracted. So a lot of what we work with in terms of men is being present. Also, there are no really male role models. Like people we used to look up to in our world aren't people we can look up to anymore. There's just been no men to have you role model yourselves after. Another thing is what I said earlier, men don't learn anywhere about sex. So mostly they're making it up. And women think they know something. So it's a complete failure to understand or communicate. Women aren't supposed to communicate about it. They're not supposed to say what they like or don't like or whatever, because that would make them seem slutty.
Yeah, and if you want to become an unforgettable lover, become an extraordinary lover.
So basically what we're talking about here is our Extraordinary Lovers Luxury Retreat in Tulum, Mexico, November 28th to December 4th.
Yeah, it's exciting. Tulum is a gorgeous part of Mexico.
And the place we're going to be is called Paladora.
Yes.
And then what are we going to do when we're there? Okay, you're going to eat, obviously. You're going to sleep, obviously. You're going to swim.
But we're also going to have some things going on. So it's a 7-day retreat. And
Yes.
during the 7 days, we have 13 workshops set up for you that are specific to the work that we do. And so everything from having difficult conversations and turning those conversations into fearless communication, all the way down, and again, self-love. And then learning how to love your partner and how to communicate powerfully with them. And then also the piece of presence that we talked about just a little while ago.
Presence is so important.
And
A
we're
lot
gonna
of
give
work
you-
with presence.
We're going to give you a whole spectrum of ways to communicate your presence powerfully.
And also to figure out your values, your boundaries, the things you absolutely need to say to someone for them to get along with you. And we're going to teach exquisite touch. So we're going to map out a woman's body. How is it to discover how a woman's body responds? Every single woman is different, in case you didn't know. Every woman is different. Every
right.
man is different. And then we're gonna also look at mapping out a man's body, how to touch a man, how to give a man pleasure selflessly, like those kinds of things. And we're going to teach how to manifest with your sexual energy.
It's advanced stuff.
That's called, some of you might be familiar with it, it's called sex magic. And it's really how to manifest your dreams by using your creative life force, which is AKA sex magic. So we're going to teach about sex magic, and we're going to have a big sex magic ritual. And then somewhere during the week,
We're going to go on an excursion. First of all, one of the excursions we like to call a cruise. So we're going to be going out into
a party cruise.
Yeah, it's a party cruise. It's going to be so much fun. That day will literally be about just fun and relaxation and connecting. And we'll be able to do a little shopping. So that'll be fun. Mexico is a great place to go shopping.
Yes, it is.
And we're also going to not on that day, but we're going to have a separate cacao ceremony
And Mayan ritual.
with a Mayan ritual that's going to lead us into our week. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
So we've been asked the question to help people make their decision whether they want to join us or not. Who is this not for? And the only people we can think of who this is not for are people who want to settle for the ordinary.
Yeah.
People who don't believe there's any possibility. People who want to wait until things get so bad that they're irreparable.
We call that a relationship rescue. And
We do that privately.
we do that
Yeah,
not in a
if
retreat.
If you need a relationship rescue, we'll just have a retreat with you.
Yeah. Who else it's not for, and
Oh.
we should be upfront about this, is in some contexts, people would come to a retreat like this thinking that, oh, wow, I'm going to be able to connect with other people, and they're going to be married couples there.
Oh, we're
maybe
gonna swing.
Have the opportunity to swing. This is not a swingers retreat. So if you're someone who's interested in that, you'll have to find another retreat to go to, because this is not that. And we welcome you to come if you're willing to come and enjoy the fruits of deepening your own relating with your partner.
And with yourself.
Yes, definitely. Who is this for?
This is for people who want to be extraordinary. This is for people who, on their own, as single individuals, want to make sure that the next time they meet someone, they start out extraordinarily. And this is for people in relationship who have been identified in one of the things we talked about. Either they roll their eyes, they can't stop arguing, they take themselves for granted, they lost their spark, they lost their juice, but they love each other and they want to stay committed.
Yeah.
This is for them. Welcome to your life. Come and be with us in Mexico and shift things now. Don't wait on it.
Yeah.
Now is the time. And the world that we're in is so uncertain. Why not be certain about you? Why not be certain about your relationship?
Absolutely. Get registered today. Spaces are limited. We want to make sure that we have a tight container connecting with everyone that joins us.
Yes.
And again, couples and polys and singles are welcome, but you need to register soon. And if you're hearing this, we'd love to see you there.
Yes, especially just for watching us on this.